Welcome to the Tech Talk series with SLASSCOM. Today we have with us Alagan Mahalingam, the CEO of Rootcode Labs, and Mangala Perera, partner and COO of Rootcode Labs. Welcome to the show. We would like to cover a few topics that our viewers will find useful in the space you operate. Having said that, we are glad about the tremendous achievements of Rootcode Labs born during the digital age. Tell us more about your team and your achievements.
So Rootcode is a Sri Lankan headquartered organization with corporate offices in Europe and the US. And over the many years, supporting customers from different verticals, delivering the best software solutions has made us one of the trusted IT partners for businesses worldwide. So we are structured with highly skilled engineers to data scientists, to user experience designers, product designers, and many more. And we help businesses and startups worldwide to produce high quality software from Sri Lanka. The core of Rootcode is in our values, which is excellence, collaboration, and integrity. And all three of our values kind of reflect in every single thing that we do, and that kind of makes Rootcode special in the industry as well. We are also honored to be given the Silver Award for the Startup of the Year National ICT Awards in 2020. We were voted as the number 2 product of the day in Product Hunt, and we also won the Global Hack, which is co-organized by the European Commission, participating with 12,000 plus people around the world. And Expert Republic also was a winner at the eSwabimani Awards 2020, and we won the business and commerce category as well. Expert Republic as a product got a lot of good reception purely because it was tackling one of the most important problems during COVID, which is to do distance services digitally. And I think that was building a solution which facilitates one-to-one video consultations was what made us get that place in the market.
Sri Lanka is no Silicon Valley, but in the recent years we happen to see a lot of startups in the environment. It is also noticeable that the startups have influenced the economic pattern of the nation in a positive way as well. Mr. Alagan, being a winner of the ICT Entrepreneur of the Year at the National ICT Awards 2020, tell us more about your experience running a successful startup, especially post-pandemic.
The global pandemic has changed a lot of things in the world. It changed the way we live, it changed the way we interact with businesses and everything. So that has created a huge digitization drive. And what that has enabled is it has increased the demand for technology-enabled services and IT services as a whole. So for us, what we witnessed during the pandemic was that it kind of created a lot of troubles in the market, but also it created a lot more opportunities than anybody could imagine. And that demand that was generated in the market all of a sudden helped us propel Rootcode into the scale of what we are, and I've seen even in the local market the technology adoption has been increasing, and people are very commonly using online payments to the ride share technologies to everything. And I think that kind of shift into more digitization is already generating more demand for IT and BPM workforce, and I think that it's already determining the economy and the ecosystem in Sri Lanka, and I believe in the next decade that's going to become one of our primary economic activities in a country like Sri Lanka.
Mr. Mangala, observing you as an industry leader active in SLASSCOM's efforts to shape the future workforce, we would like to listen to your experience.
I firmly believe that creating knowledge sharing culture between the industry and the academia is a big step towards growing IT BPM industry as well as supporting Sri Lankan economy. Talking about sharing knowledge between industry and academia, the best example I can talk about is the recent initiative done by SLASSCOM, which is called Teach IT for Sri Lanka. More than 100 IT professionals have joined this initiative to contribute and share their experience and the knowledge with the university students. This is an excellent opportunity for SLASSCOM and its member companies to join in with this initiative and be a proud contributor towards developing IT industry, as a result of that developing the economy of Sri Lanka.
Thank you. We know if Sri Lankan software exporters are to thrive, they also need to be provided with necessary facilitations locally. In this context, what are the key barriers that you have faced and how has SLASSCOM helped?
Talking about the support that we get from SLASSCOM, regardless of the size of the company, it can be a startup, it can be a big corporate. What we all need is a common framework for us to operate in the IT BPM industry. In order to do that, SLASSCOM has published a number of reports. One is a state of IT BPM industry and the other one is Sri Lanka startup report. Those reports will give us a deeper insight about the industry. And also there are so many surveys that SLASSCOM has conducted when it comes to salary survey, compensation and benefit survey, hot skills survey and employability survey. All these surveys will give us sort of an idea what sort of framework that we need to have in the industry. And finally, I should mention about the mentorship opportunities that we get through SLASSCOM. That is not only sharing our expertise with others in the industry and also learning from others in the industry as well. So having strong mentorship programs is one essential thing to have healthy startup ecosystem.
What do you think is the role of Rootcode towards contributing to IT BPM industry and what impact have you guys created?
One of the impacts that we make in the IT BPM workforce in Sri Lanka is the impact we make in the training and development of workforce. For example, we have programs like internships and of course for freshers, graduates, which kind of upskills them into the most popular modern technologies. And we as Rootcode, we always prioritize going for high-end and modern technologies. For example, we were one of the very first adopters of React Native in Sri Lanka and Flutter in Sri Lanka. So what that enables us is we teach that to the ecosystem as well. And that kind of usually creates a greater workforce, whether they are at Rootcode or not for the ecosystem. At Rootcode, we greatly encourage gender diversity, and in fact, above 40% of our workforce is women, and that kind of diversity helps us create, like very creative and next generation solutions. Over the last 12 months, we have grown from 32 people to 78 plus right now. Along with the industry's growth and aligning with SLASSCOM's goal to create 200,000 new jobs and increasing the industry's revenue to $5 billion by 2025.
It's great to hear such successful stories of emerging startups in Sri Lanka transforming the economy of the nation. Thank you very much